YouTube, it's Shelly. Just coming to you with a week 5 update. I had RNY gastric bypass revised from a stomach stapling done in early 1990s. The revision was done on July the 31st, 2013. On that day I was 200 pounds. Today is September the 4th, and I was 180.2 pounds this morning. I have always had, I don't know if 180 is one of my body's set points, because I've come down to this weight before and been stuck there, and it's always the point where my diet ends because I give up and it just won't go past it. So I've kind of decided that I am going to jump on board with this scale-free September. I'm only 5 weeks out, so I'm sure I'm still going to lose. So that shouldn't be a real concern as long as I'm being good about my calories and actually move. I'm making my goals realistic. When I saw the surgeon, my original goal was 165, and I kind of want to change that. As I'm thinking, I was thinking, well, maybe actually 150. Oh, well, maybe 140. Oh, maybe 135. And it's like, we'll see what happens. What I think is that I'll get down as low as I can. But if my body settles like between 150 and 165, I'll be totally happy. What else? So this week was my husband and my anniversary. We went out to dinner theater, and it went pretty well. We had a tomato basil bisque soup for starter, and then we had a salad. I handled those. I ate all the soup. The salad I ate a little bit of. I tried to stick to just the proteins and the actual vegetables, and tried to stay away from the lettuce, because I'm not quite sure how lettuce works with me yet. And that was great. When it came time to have the main course, though, I had about 3 bites of the prime rib before I discovered that my stomach was thinking about not cooperating with me. So I gave my husband the prime rib, which of course he didn't have a problem with, and ran to the washroom. There was 2 other couples at our table, but we didn't know them, so they weren't paying attention to how much or what we were eating or anything like that. So I didn't feel any embarrassment or concern in that regards. So I did throw up the prime rib, unfortunately. And then when I got back to the table, the dinner theater we were watching was called Friends Reunion, and so Joey was at our table, and he was asking for mashed potatoes. So I just passed the rest of my plate over to my husband because Joey was on that side of the table, and he had a bite of the mashed potatoes, which was kind of funny, because then my husband felt too embarrassed to actually go in and eat the rest of the mashed potatoes, because he was thinking about it. And the only other problem is I have a hard time drinking plain water. Doesn't matter if it's room temperature, whether it's ice cold. It just seems to make me nauseous. So I have to put something in it. So I made sure to bring some concentrate, so Crystal Light iced tea, liquid concentrate is what I brought, and I just squirted a little bit in my water glass because any of the cocktails or juices wouldn't have worked for me. So it's like it had to be calorie free, and it's not like these places had those kind of options, unfortunately. Um, there was chocolate mousse cake for dessert. I did have a teeny tiny bite of the cake part, and I had maybe not even a tablespoon of the the filling. Um, and so I think it was a pretty successful evening out. I enjoyed myself, uh, and yeah, thought it was really good. We'll go back for my birthday in February. Do the Big Bang one for that one. Um, let's see. Goals. Les of Sarah was talking about goals this morning, and and in the fact that you should reach as far as you want to, but stay realistic in your expectations as to what the reality is going to be. And I totally agree with her. Um, she kind of put it a little bit in perspective for me because I don't think I've really lost that much weight, but I have lost 10% of my body weight, so that's actually not bad. And the the numbers that she said is that the average person, well, I don't know what about average, that you might end up only keeping off 20% of your body weight. Well, 20% would make it 160. So, like I said, I think I'd be happy with that. But when I started thinking about that, it's like, am I reaching far enough? Should I be striving for more? I'm not sure. I think right now I just have to get past this 180 that I'm stuck at, and uh, just move from there. As far as exercise goes, I'm taking what she said about being realistic into consideration where exercise is concerned. I There's a really good video called 23 and a half hours by a doctor, and it's a little drawing video kind of thing, and it's excellent. We had him at my work for motivational speaker when we had our annual or biannual get together for all the staff, and he was fantastic. And the gist of it is there's 24 hours in a day. With all the sitting, laying down that we do, because you're sitting at work, you're sitting in your car, you're sitting on the couch, you're laying in bed sleeping. So out of 24 hours a day, you can say, well, it's hard to find a half an hour to exercise. But all you have to do is not be sitting or laying down for 30 minutes a day, and that makes a difference in the amount of energy you expend. And he does it really well in the video, so I really recommend taking a look at that video because it's a realistic expectation. I've had the problem in the past where I have a problem with all or nothing. So I'll go 100%, and like I had a personal trainer. I went to the gym probably 6 days a week for a year, and the lowest I got was 185 pounds, and not even 100, maybe 183 or something like that. But when I couldn't get past that 180 mark, uh, I just stopped. It's not like I reduced how much exercise I was doing. I just stopped. I stopped going, uh, started eating more, um, just kind of gave up and didn't care. And I don't want to do that this time. I don't want to be a year out of surgery and give up on exercise and then have 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 that to look back on. I want to be realistic in my fitness expectations. I am I'm 47 years old. Um, so I want to be healthy. Uh, as to my fitness level, it doesn't have to be an extreme fitness thing. I'm still trying to figure out what I like. Um, so I don't know. All I know is that I have to get out of this all or nothing attitude. Moderation, I think, is the key for me. I don't know if it would be for you or too or not, but just not trying, just not sitting or laying down for 30 minutes a day. Look for ways to make, and it doesn't have to be all at one time either. It can be take the stairs. I work on the 7th floor. That'll take me, 3 or 4 minutes. I can go for a walk at lunch. I can do 20 minutes there because I only get a half an hour, really. And yeah, then if I do that, I'll walk back up the stairs afterwards, so that's another 5 minutes. And then just walking to the LRT and catching the train. That's not sitting or standing, so that would count too, and that takes a couple minutes. So there's your half hour. It's just being conscious that you're looking for ways to make life harder, because we with all the technology we have now, everything makes our life easier. Unfortunately, making our life easier is one of the main contributors to the obesity epidemic that we have in North America, and in most first world countries. Yeah, so I did try to make this video 3 times today. Okay, I went for a walk, so actually I've tried 5 videos today. So I'm really, really hoping that this one will work. Was there anything else I wanted to say? Have a great day. Hope this works. Bye. Come on.